what it's like to hunt in Florida. All right, messy garage. So tomorrow is opening day of turkey here in South Florida, and I've got to get ready just to make the 4 a.m. wake up call as easy as possible. My vest is pretty lean right now. 3-inch, 4-shot, 12 gauge, and ooh, my choke. I have my choke in there just because I don't want to forget it, but you know what? I'm just gonna screw it on right now. A slate call. A headlamp. I'm bringing out a Solo Jake right now. He's stuffed full of towels because he needed a little plumping. He was looking a little bit deformed, but that's pretty much it. I'll also have some water and some snacks, but in the truck, I'll have my processing knife. I'll of course have my hunting license and my tags, all that good stuff. 4 a.m. wake up call. I've got my HuntWise app set up for the particular spot that we'll be hunting because I don't have service there. So I'll need to download the map, which I'm gonna do right now in preparation. We've hunted this spot before, so I have a good idea of what to expect, but it really is quite a large area. So it'll be important for me to have a map to reference. Hopefully we'll be able to hear the birds gobbling.
Else I really will be up until at least 12:45 and then I'll force it.
If you don't go to bed until 1 and you're waking up at 4, you're gonna be hurting.
I went to bed at 1 last night, woke up at 7:30.
Good morning. You know, I actually went to bed early last night. I laid down at like 9:30 and I took some melatonin, so I think I was asleep by 10, which is probably the most sleep I've ever gotten before turkey season. And as soon as my alarm went off this morning, I woke right up, popped right up. Excited, I can't believe it's here. Okay. Oh God. I started this. Do you want some food? Good girl. Well, that's it. Truck's loaded up. We're hunting public land, so there's a lot of people around. It's 5:39. The sun rises in about an hour, which means first shooting light is in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna head in, get to our spot. Let's do it. There's a fish. We're safe, we're good. I went with a 5-shot instead of the 4-shot. I think we should try and get to this point right there.
Yeah, that was a gobble for sure.
Let's push through there a little bit and get set up.
Let's see if we can pull him across this field.
The field's a little farther that way.
He's gonna come.
Okay. We should probably just get set up.
There's one going off like 100 yards away, but he's got hens with him.
Hey. There were at least 2 if not 3 other hunters that way. See, it sounded like he was like in the same, and then there was one farther away. So I guess that one would have been on the ground. I'm gonna mark this spot on the map before we move too much further. Obviously there's a lot of pressure here in this one area for that one bird, but I definitely think that he went further that way. Definitely didn't come further this way by the sound of his gobbles, you know, tracking farther and farther away. Because they've moved farther away, I think we're gonna walk a couple 100 yards and see if we can find a new area. So like there's a nice cypress head right there. I know they like to roost in the cypress. Could have been. That feels a little far, but maybe if he was already down, like you said. We just flushed a hen. Seriously, almost stepped on her. She was just maybe 5 yards in front of me. And Nick, the words just came out of his mouth that the gobbler's probably hiding and stuff like this. Clearly they're around. She was here, she just wasn't making any noise. If we wait long enough, we could get lucky. Literally, as we were setting up here, there was another guy just kind of wandering around like we were. That's rough. And that's what it's like to hunt in Florida. So now we're posted up. We put the decoy out, and we're just gonna sit and listen and observe. Little one. We're going to get McDonald's. It's like, I want to say close to 10:30 now. So we're wrapping up the day today. Although it was a really great morning. We're gonna go get some food and then come up with a game plan for tomorrow. We gotta let our sweet girl out, because I bet she's gotta pee real bad. And she's probably hungry. I'm hungry too. Let's go to McDonald's. Give me those french fries. Oh, did you know that was gonna happen? You little dick. Because this area is so pressured by hunters, my thought today is to visit spots that I think are like bee habitat for these turkey. They like to roost in cypress heads, not exclusively, but that is one of the places that they like. And then of course they like the fields. They do a lot of feeding in the fields, but because it's so pressured by hunters, all of the hunters know to go to the fields. I'm looking at areas not too far, but that are not like prime habitat. And what we just came across here is an area that looks like it was burnt a couple of years ago. It has grown back in, but a lot of these bushes are dead. But there is suitable grass and places where I think the turkey would enjoy feeding and hanging out on these little roads that are cut out. So far, we haven't found any sign. So, you know, we just gotta keep on looking around and totally just guessing and having fun exploring. But I don't know, we'll see if it works. The wind's between 20 and 30 miles per hour today. It is gnarly. It's getting a little later in the day, so we found this beautiful field. And I know I just said that I wanted to go to areas where the turkey were less pressured, but the habitat here is just so good. There's a lot of it, so even if they're pressured off of one portion, you know, they'll probably run right to the next. So I think we're gonna set up here for a bit, but we have to skirt around first. Looking for that 11 a.m. bird. setting the decoy out. Decoy's a little bent. I didn't take enough time to fluff him up, but that's okay. Only one half of him's bent, so I tried to put the busted side towards us so that the turkey will see the good side. No. Dang it, we don't have any chalk. I am in love with this spot. I'm gonna come back here, that's for sure. So I'm leaning up against this little pipsqueak tree, but you can see we're all in the shade. And then out there's like a little peninsula, and it wraps this field around to this field. And so this field is the one that I'm hunting primarily. I'm calling periodically, and I'm gonna keep calling periodically. I might get a little more aggressive with the calling because the wind, you can't hear very well. Nick just said that he felt like he could have heard a gobble. Might have been nothing, but it's exciting nonetheless. He was 5 yards from you, behind you, and then he was literally just running away. Like he just knew something was up. And I waited until my pin was on him and I took the shot, but I obviously didn't knock him down. That just happened. That was a very hard shot that I took. I felt good about it when I took it. The moment we knew he was there was when he was right there. This is probably where he was when I first saw him. Maybe like right in here. He was kind of like doing this thing. And then I think he like really locked on to the decoy and was like, nah. So then he went like this. And then he went like this. And then probably from like here, he got spooked. And then he went like this. It's helping me become a better hunter, to shape, my experiences and learning a little more about what turkeys do, what they could do, how to hunt them. Because now, obviously, I feel like there's always a chance if you're sitting on a field with decoys and calling, even if it's really windy and you're like, oh, nothing can hear us. Oh, we can't hear a gobble. Doesn't matter. Clearly, doesn't matter. Also, incredible how you could get the morning bird, or after the males breed their hens and they're back on the prowl, you could get the afternoon bird, which is what 100% what Nick said would or could happen when we came out today. Oh, another thing, I looked for feathers and I couldn't find any. So it looks like it was a clean miss. He flew way off. He's smart now, but I hope that I can hunt him another day. Oh, look, he's hiding from me. Look at him. Look at that. You can see him so good in the finder.
Like 6 feet?
6 feet maybe, yeah.
They're such creeps.
Wow. That's so